Hi guys. Well, we're going on a road trip, or road trip-ish. Me being a cheapskate, I don't want to spend more money than I have to. I don't want to take more time out of my day than I have to. Found out that, well, it would take them almost a month to deliver an oil filter, diesel filter, and the air filter from the US. So I have to go to one of my local car part stores that actually have this in stock. Oops. This is in Lørenskog, outside Oslo. It's 50 miles from my home, which, well, it's going to be two and a half hour round trip. Now, today I don't mind because I don't have anything else to do at the moment because it is blistering cold outside. So taking this trip is actually quite okay. I don't know if I will be allowed to show you any footage from inside the store, but every time I go there, my wallet, my credit card, and my wife start screaming because I spend always a lot more money than I was supposed to. Also, since we have to take the transmission out of the car to give it an overhaul, and I've done this once before, and it was a pain in the hiney. I have bought myself a motorcycle lifter. It is basically a jack. It's a very big one. A transmission jack would not work on a Suburban like this because the transmission is heavy. I've done this, like I told you, I've done this before. I did it with an ordinary floor jack and 2x4s and ended up almost killing myself because the damn thing landed on me. That was almost 15 years ago. So hopefully I've become a little smarter. So for me it was just easier to buy a jack that would actually level the damn thing and lift it out easier. I've already done one quick oil change just to get the old oil out, but none of my filters actually fit, which means I'm going to the store now. I'm going to be buying a couple of extra filters just to have them lying around. Hopefully they have leaks, which I'm pretty sure they do. Also, the Kleenex filter has, well, it's a pre-filter now. The other one I have lying around, so we will be doing that later. But since it hasn't been changed in 20 years, well, maybe it's about time. I also seem to remember you have to pre-fill the filter so you don't have a lot of air in it. I'm hoping that I can cheat a bit just by unscrewing the air screw on top and then start filling it from there. That would be easier. Other than that, I don't have much more to say right now. I'll talk to you guys when we get to the store, and hopefully I will be allowed to do some footage from inside. So, I'm here, and it's cold. It's really cold outside right now. I'll be checking see if I can be allowed to do some footage from inside the store, but I doubt it. That was surprisingly disappointing. I don't like spending more money than I have to, and this was, well, I remember back in the days when you bought an oil filter and a diesel filter with a 6.2 diesel, it was 30-40 bucks, 400 kroner, 400, 500 kroner. Now, I'm looking at the receipt right now. They wanted 789 kroner for a diesel filter. Yeah. I bought 2 oil filters because why not? It's cool to have an extra. 287. I'm not going to be doing that again. I will be checking out what the prices are on rockauto.com and then use Jet Carrier or whatever to get them home. That just means that I will have to wait a little longer to get the parts that I need. Dang it. Okay, so this is it. This, I have no idea what it is, but I'll probably figure out to use that for something. But this should work-ish. Maybe, I don't know. You'll see. I'll try to mount this one. That's the wrong way. That's the right way, I think. Okay. Let's screw in it. Grab it. Come on. Well, this is made of very rare Chinesium. This one goes in. Nope, it goes right in there. Like that. Okay. My hope is that the transmission will drop down on this one relatively easily, and I can just pull the entire damn thing out without too much trouble. Knowing me, this is going to go straight south. It will not fit, it will not work, and I will most likely be breaking both my legs trying to get this to work. Also, nothing on this one has been tied down. But that's okay, at least for now. Okay, so that one is in, and then this one goes in like this. Nope, it doesn't. Bolt fell down. Get back here, you little piece of metal. There we go. That's a lot better. Okay, it goes up. Let's see how far up it will lift. The plan is to get in like this. That is going to take forever to pump up. But how high will you go? Well, this is about as high as it goes. Which means that with a couple of blocks, a plate underneath it, it should actually work. So when I release this, it will move the transmission backwards and down. And then I can just pull it out from underneath the car. I hope. We'll find out soon enough. Now, I don't remember how tall the house and the transmission is, but I honestly think that I have to lift the car with 4, 5, 6 inches and take the running boards off it. But the running boards are coming off anyway because they are in dire need of some help. Also, I found out that I might be needing a new set of springs in the rear, because it is not gonna pass a PKK with that dangling there. So that's okay. And also I have these very rusty pipes going here. That is actually coolant for the rear heater. Rust, well, it has some, but this is a lot less than I expected and feared, because this is just scaly, but underneath it, it is quite solid. So this is not that bad. No way it was like this. If the car is on the frame, it is the frame that is structural. The rest is just extra, but I'll be looking into it. In the front, it's very, very good. They always rust in the rear. But yeah, I got a little pissed off when I saw that, I have to say, but it's not the previous owner's fault. This is just broken, but I don't know. I don't think the other side is broken. Let's go have a look. Let's see. No, they actually look all right. So it is just on the other side that I have to do something. But also, this is a giant flake of rust. Quite thick as well, but when you look up here, not that bad. It is just flaking off, and there's no other holes in the material than what is already supposed to be there, which is quite a good thing. Norwegian hitch, or European it is. That's a 7-point. I need to be changing that one out for a 13-point, which means I can actually charge either the camper or the battery for the winch on my boat hanger. But looking underneath this, that's not bad. But could have been worse. But it definitely needs new shocks, because that one over there is leaking. That one here is rusty as, yeah. Brakes? I think I will have to do something about those. I'm waiting for parts for it today, so maybe if I'm lucky, I will have those torn apart, at least on one side tomorrow, and then we'll look on the other one. But I need more room around me before I can start doing anything. So normally the spare wheel well, sorry about the fingers, normally the spare wheel well is rusted through right here. This one is solid. Oh, I do find some rust that I have to work with. This is rusted. Yeah. And I need to fix that, but that's almost nothing. Get the rear bumper off and I will be able to fix that in no time. I've also started the search for new barn doors, because I probably could fix them, but I don't think there's a point, because it'll take more time to try and fix that. And also I found out that the side doors, yeah, they have a little rust in places where I don't want it. But also I took the hood ornament of it. That wasn't hard. I just leaned on it and the damn thing caved in. So, but yesterday I went berserk with the rubbing compound. And this looks almost shiny when you look at it from an angle. But other than that, I don't think it's that good. Also, I need to polish this turd. But, yeah. I couldn't help myself. I went to rockauto.com to see how much they would charge me for the same two oil filters and the fuel filter. I have been overcharged by $50. 500 kroner. That's insane. But that's also because, well, you have to pay import taxes and everything in order to get parts in Norway, but they also have to make a living. I can understand that, but that's also the reason why these shops are dying. Because nobody wants to pay that much for parts when they can have it cheaper from abroad. Okay, I have to wait 5 days to get it, but a little thinking ahead and it's not a problem. So I've been looking into an overhaul kit for the transmission. Norway, $500. I'm not kidding, $500. And then swap out the converter. That's another $200. That would be okay. No, sorry, the converter is another $500. So you're looking at $1,000 in order to fix your transmission. Same parts from the US with toll and shipping is $600. I'm buying my stuff from rockauto.com. Basically because I do really want to support our local shops and stores, but I'm also a cheapskate. And I don't see the need for me to spend more money than I have to. So I'll have to wait a week or two and I have my parts. Should give me time to take the transmission out and set up a table so I can fix it. Okay. Let's get the running board off. As you can tell, transmission is coming out on this side. Self-tappers. I think Dalton has been working on this one. already loose. I'm thinking this one has to be secured in a better manner. And it is down on this side. Now we just need this one. Maybe I should make something a little more sturdy. Get myself a pipe bender and some pipes. Should give me an indication on how much room I'm going to be needing. Hang on. Okay, so now I have a little room to lift. Oh, weight reduction. Oh, more weight reduction. Yeah, that is. That's. Oh, it's just a paint that is let go, but about 1.5 feet. But I have to take that one down and that one. Then the question comes, should I dismantle the transfer case from the transmission, or take it out with him, take them out together? I seem to remember it being a hassle no matter what you do. But, yeah. A lot of funny wiring there also. Yeah. A bit of a clean up here and there, I think. But yeah. Alright, I'll get the WD-40 and start blasting. But maybe I should take off the running board on the other side as well. I don't know. It might be a good idea. But like I said, I don't know. And also, I need to figure out if that is 11-inch drums or 13-inch drums. If you know, let me know. Also, look what I got in the mail today. This is a 12-volt filter heater, and it'll go fine with the new filter that goes into the car. Now, why would I need a thing like that? Well, oh, hang on a second. Well, that's easy. In Norway, we do get temperatures in the winter that is well below freezing, and also to a point where certain types of diesel will start crystallizing. And the pre-filter, it's not that much of a deal because the holes in it is big enough so that around minus 25 degrees Celsius, you still have some flow, enough at least to heat up the engine. But with a new filter, I need something that will heat the diesel just a little bit, or the filter, so the flow will be better. Just enough to heat up the engine bay. That should be enough for it to pull diesel through and everything else. Had I been living further up north, where they get minus 30 degrees Celsius and more than that, I definitely would be buying a system that heats up the diesel in the tank, insulated fuel lines and everything, just to make sure that it would still run and drive like it should. But so far, so good. Okay, so I just put the jack under the car, and it looks like I'm going to have to lift everything here with at least a foot, maybe even two. So I need to hunt down some pallets. But all that has to wait a week because that engine is going into that boat. Once that is done, I will free up the space here so I can start working on the car. I will also be putting up a tent over it so I don't get too wet because, well, this is Norway, it rains a lot. It is blistering cold out here, and they have promised us that tomorrow we'll be getting snow. Yay! Not. Okay, I just got a package delivered from rockauto.com. Nice box. I've already cut the tape so you can see what I ordered. And this is a real cylinder in the right size, thank Lord. And an empty box. This is a modulator valve, which means that it'll be this one. We can use that. We can use that. Oh, I got another fridge magnet. And I have here a brake hose. That's the one for the rear. Yep. I have two for the front. And oh, well, looks like I will be calling them up and asking what the heck is going on because I only got one. I'm supposed to have two. At least that's what I think I ordered, but let's check. No, that's for the modulator. So no papers in this one. I'll have to check the order, but accidents do happen. At least I have one now. Maybe I'm lucky enough and the old one will work. If need be, I will order the last one if I fucked up. Also, I've just ordered a complete overhaul kit, the deluxe, for the heavy-duty transmission, including a new converter and I think it's the reverse band. I ordered them both. So in another week, it'll be here. Amazing things happen around here. I just got another package from rockauto.com. This one I haven't opened yet, so let's see what's in it. And this is interesting. Let me get rid of this. So here we have what the heck is this? Oh, it's the brake wires. I forgot I ordered those. One and two and oh, another sticker. And what is this? It doesn't say. I think that this might be the other cable, which means that the parking brake should be working shortly. Yes, so I now have all the cables, and I don't have to call them because here is the last wheel cylinder. Brake works. Alright guys, today's another day. And I was thinking that maybe we should, hang on, do a return test on the injection pump. It's something that is going to, what the, well, this concludes this week's video because apparently winter is back. What the? Great. Nope. Just nope. See you next week.